welcome to my store, Sassafras Creek Originals, and many of you requested a tutorial in slower pace on how to make Moravian stars, and I will try to go as slow as I can because I only know one speed, and that's fast, so I will try to slow down for you all, and then at the end I will give you sources for where you can get the strips of paper and things from. So we're going to do two different colors today, so it will be easier to see on camera. The white paper is kind of hard, difficult to see. So we're going to use two different colors. I have 4 strips of paper. These are approximately 22 inches long. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our 4 strips of paper and we're going to fold them in half like this. They can be in any order right now. For this, you don't need to. I'm just putting them together and folding them in half. So that I've got my 4 strips folded in half, and then I'm just going to cut the ends off and make a little tab. And this will make it easier for tucking in later. Okay, so now we're going to separate our 4 strips of paper. And the first one is going to point straight up. Then we're going to use an alternate color. We'll do the red. And I'll open this up so you can see. That's going to slide over that one like that. Then we'll take another green one. And I'm going to open this up and slide it under both pieces and over. So that one's going over and under. I'll open that up so you can see over and under. Okay, and then the next one, open this up. It's going to slide over the one facing down and then tuck into the inside of that other green one. And then you have a basic basket weave, and we're going to scrunch that together. And then you see, makes a pretty alternate basket weave. Okay, so now we're going to do a double basket weave, and this will lock the bottom basket weave in place. So we're going to take the top and fold it down nice and straight, and you want everything to be really parallel. That'll make your star look nice. It'll be easy to tuck in. If you're really sloppy with this, it won't work. Then we're going to take the one on my left and take it straight across. And then the one on the bottom, we're just bringing up the top piece of paper. And that one goes straight up. Then we'll take the top piece from the right. And I'm going to pick this up. It's going to go over and then tuck into that green one. So now you have a double basket weave, and you'll notice we have 8 legs out of the 4 strips of paper, and that's what we'll use to make our points that go all the way around the outside, these points here. So now we're going to take this top right piece and we're going to take it and fold it under and make it exactly parallel with these, and you get a point. Then we'll take the same piece of paper and fold it down, and I leave a little crack, and I'll show you why right now. So now I'm going to fold that in half on itself, and that little crack makes it easier to do that. And I'm going to hold that point down, and I'm going to tuck it into that red piece right there. And there's your first one. Then you turn it clockwise, take your top right, turn it under and parallel, then take it and point it down, leave the little crack, fold it over on itself, and then we're going to tuck it under that green piece. And then we're going to turn it clockwise, take the top right, turn it under and sideways, bring it down, leave that little crack, fold it over on itself, and tuck it, the red one. And then the last one is going to be a little tricky, and it will be this way on both sides. When I go to tuck it in, I'll show you. So we're going to take this one sideways, down, fold it in half. Now when you go to tuck it, I'm going to move this out of the way. This isn't attached to anything, so you have to move that, and it's always going to happen on the last corner. Move that one out of the way, and then go into that one that's actually locked down. Pull it down, flip that back over. So now we have our 4 points. Now we're going to flip it upside down. And we're going to do this all over again. So we're going to take the top piece, turn it sideways, bring it down, fold it over, and tuck it in. Turn it clockwise, take the top piece, turn it sideways, bring it down, fold it in half, and tuck it in. And I'm left-handed, so from the perspective that Ron is taping, hopefully this will help you all. You're going to see it look like it's right-handed. Turn it clockwise, take the top one, bring it down, fold it in half, and tuck it into that. Okay, last one. Take the top piece, bring it down, fold it in half, and then here's that little tricky corner again. It's always on the 4th one. Move that out of the way so you can actually tuck it into that bottom one there, and then put that back. Now we're back to our 8 legs. So now we're going to do the crown, and this was the hardest part for me. Back when I learned how to do this, there was no video instructions. I had to look at paper instructions, and it took me hours and hours, and then finally I got it. I didn't know how I did it, and I had to back it back out and see what I did. So we're going to take this, we're going to start with our bottom strip, and we're going to take this guy and pull him out of the way, but I'm going to put a couple of little eyes down here just for perspective so you all can see what I'm going to do. So we take this one on the right, put it out of the way. We're going to take this guy, and you always keep his face pointing up, and then you tuck his little face under the one you pulled away. Now you can see how that loop looks. Most people, when they start doing this, and I did it too, I just want to take it and go like that, and it's not going to give you a point. It's just going to make it just a tucked in awkward thing. It's not going to be right. So keep his face always up, bring it around, tuck it under, and you can see you got that signature loop. I got to wet my thumb. And we're going to slide that, and you can see it starting to poke out the other side. And then at this point, I take this part and I give it a little twist. So we're going to get a sharp crown point, and then you pull. Turn it clockwise. We're going to put some eyes on him. You're always going to work with your bottom strip. Take this one out of the way. Keep his face right side up. Twist it around. Tuck him in. You can see he's coming out that way. Give that a twist. Pull. Turn it clockwise. Put eyes on him. Pull this one out of the way. Keep his little face straight side up. Tuck him in. It's coming out the other side.
Give that a twist and pull. And then on this side, this is the last one. And this one is going to tuck under that first crown. It's going to tuck under this one. And it'll come out, you'll see. So turn it around, twist it, keep his face up. And see, there it comes right out that way. Give that a twist. There you go, there's your top side. If you wanted to make a flat star, you could stop right here and just tack these down with some glue or something, but we're gonna flip this over and we're gonna do this all over again on the other side. So we'll give him some eyes.
Okay, so now I've marked my little eyes on this bottom guy. I'm gonna hold this strip out of the way, take him, keep him always facing up, curl it around, and tuck him through. Give that a little twist. You can see it's coming out. And pull. Turn it clockwise. Put some. And if you got to do this the first few times, it's fine. That will keep you keeping that face right side up. So pull this one away. Keep his face up. Tuck it under this one. Give that a twist and pull. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece of paper, pull it to the side, keep him straight up, tuck him in here, give it a twist, pull it. Now we're on the last one. Give him some eyes. And I have a pair of tweezers handy because sometimes the paper gets stuck and you can go in between those and pull it out. So if it gets stuck, that's what the tweezers are for. You can see these open up, you can pull it out. But so far we've been not having to use those. So keep his little face up, poke him under that first crown that you made. You can see it poking through, give that a twist and pull. And you're done. And so now all that's left to do is you just lay your scissors around right at the edge, cut all of the excess paper off, at your favorite hobby store in the scrapbooking section, like where all of the little different punches and things are, you can get a little tiny hole puncher, and that's what I use to punch a hole. And then I dip these in wax. And what I do is I keep a old crock pot full of golf wax. You can get that in the grocery store. It's usually around the Jell-O section because people use that to top their jelly jars when they make homemade jelly. And so I dip them down in that, and that makes them really nice and hard. It'll actually change the color a little bit, make these a really dark, beautiful jewel tone. And they'll last for years and years. They're sturdier when you dip them in wax. So this is a little smaller, these are little smaller stars. These have been dipped in wax. They're really hard. And these papers were a little lighter color than this. So when you dip them in wax, it's going to make them that beautiful dark jewel tone. And then these little guys, these were made completely with having to use tweezers to make those. And I've made those into little bitty earrings. So you can make them as large or as small as you want. I used to cook at a school, and we made a star as big as this table one time with a roll of white paper that all the schools have, and we cut out 6-foot long strips, and we made a ginormous star to go on top of our school Christmas tree. Okay, so you can see you can make different sizes of stars, and there's a source for my paper. This will be a free ad for them. They have no idea I'm going to tell this, but I've been getting my paper strips. They're already pre-cut, and I think it comes 200 strips to a package for like $15 or $17. It's very inexpensive, and it's on highhopes.com, and they have all different colors. You can make patriotic stars, you can make Halloween colors, you can make Christmas colors. They've got all all different kind, probably about 20 different colors, and this is how it comes. You can see this is about 200 strips. So if you just used one color, 200 strips would make 50 stars. So they're very reasonable to make, lots of fun to make. Go to highhopes.com. They've even got foil colors like gold and silver that make beautiful stars. So that's my tutorial, and I hope you all learned how to make these. If you can stop the video and speed it up, you know, whatever you need to do. But also when you go to highhopes.com, you can print on your computer, you can print out the written instructions, and you could have the written instructions there along with the video at the same time, and that would probably help you too. So Merry Christmas. I hope you guys make a lot of stars. Send me pictures if you can.